Hi. So let's start today. Continue the class for regular expression. Okay. So I think last class number we have seen some of the things like in regular expression, what is exactly regular expression, how to write regular expression, and how to use that. What are the advantages of regular expression? Using regular expression, like some of the things we did using index of includes, but where the advantage will come for regular expression other than in index of and include, right? So all those things we have checked last class. So it was like introduction. So I think two people are new here. So that's sorry, one people are new. See Lekha. So that's why I'm trying to explain one more time, just a glimpse. So we have checked what regular expression is, what is the syntactical, how we'll write. So having slash in between two forward slash, we'll write the regular expression, and then we have a test method to test with the string. So that's how we'll write the regular expression. Or else we have one regular expression constructor function where we'll pass that regex instead of passing like literals way. Like how we have object creating, like one is literals way using curly bracket and one is new object class, right? So same way here also regular expression class object we can create. So either you write this way or you write that way. Both is fine. Okay. And test is the method which tests the regular expression for that string, and if it really matches, like whatever regular expression we have defined, if that matches, then it returns true or else returns false. So what that test method we have checked last class. Again we saw like let's suppose you are trying to match hi, which having capital letter, but in the string it will be a small letter, so that time it fails. So that's why we'll go for I symbol to ignore it. So either capital or small or whatever case it will be, it will match and it will return the data. So that is for I. And G is for global. Like global, stands for global means whenever we will define regular expression, if let's suppose the string has multiple regex matching character or word, then it will only return the first matching. But if you write G, it will return entire matching things. So if let's suppose in a string there is like a multiple hi or hello, so it will return all hi and all hello if you are using G. And we can combinedly use slash I and slash G. Slash I and G combinedly we can use, so that ignore case and then global search it will happen. So these all we saw. Okay, like see here I have used G and I at the same time. So both okay in the small letter and okay in capital letter both got returned from this string. And match is one. Sorry. Okay, so match, basically match, there are two methods we saw, right? One method we saw test, so which is used for checking whether it matching or whether it's satisfying the condition or not. But other we have one more, we have method called match. So match will work for, it will return from that respective string whatever got matched, that data it will return. Like see here, if I use here test, then it will return either true or false. But if I use match, it will return the respective matching data from the string. Okay. So these are the two methods we discussed, and same way we checked with replace also. So anything we have to replace in the entire string, then we can just write okay and fine. And if you have to go for global, like multiple replace, so either we can use replace all. One method already is there, replace all in JavaScript, newly invented. Okay. Or else we can use replace with slash global, so that it will replace entire complete string all the matching word. Okay, so here you can see if I want to use slash G, then only one place it changed to okay to fine. This is still remaining, but if I use slash G, then it's changing to both the places. So that we saw in last class, right? Then we checked about, sorry, yeah. Ah, yes. Replace will just replace the string. Yeah, replace will just replace the string. True or false. Yes. Okay. Then, yeah, so we have checked with advantage last class. So it's like matching and searching. So just now we did and test with these all things I didn't explain last class because still we have not covered of so many things. So today we are going to discuss that. Okay. So same way like advantage we have checked like pattern matching and searching. So we can search entire text. Like one Amar, I say I told you that time yesterday that last class. like in Notepad or in any PDF document, you will go and you will just write Control F and you will write the text. So that basically behind the scene it will go for replace using regex. Sorry, search using regex. Because if you search for capital home and in the entire document, if it is small letter home or it is multiple home, so everywhere it will highlight. Okay, so that is the basically use of regex. So that we search, and then efficient text replacement. So we can replace with any number of part of the string with another data. So that we saw. Validation of input, today we am going to discuss regarding more on validation. So basically when you have the form, right, and you want to submit the form, you have to fill the form and submit. Then that time uh, you might have to sorry you might have to validate each of the field, each of the input text, select box, input box. So many form fields will be there, all those you have to validate, like okay, password should contain 2 digit or 3 digit or 4 digit, later it should contain one uppercase, one lowercase. So all those things we will do using regex. So all those things we'll discuss in today class. So that is also an advantage. And one is data extraction, so we can get the data out of that, as we saw in the last previous slides, like it was extracting okay and okay from the text. Okay, and one is a search and manipulation, so it's like we can search the things and we can replace the things, so it's like similar to this. Okay, so these many advantages are there for the regex. I think this much we have studied last class, and character class also we have checked. So character class last time we have checked with, like it's a set of character which we define, and it will just match with that respective thing. So see here HELLO 234 is there, and if you are writing A to Z matching, so what it does, it will just get all the non numeric character, it will non-numeric it will return. Okay, and that too we have defining only the small, that's why it's giving only ELLO. So that we checked last class. And similar way, if you want to get all the integer out of that string, then just do /d. If you pass normal D, only D, then what happens, only it will go and match with D, means D later, but we have to change the implementation of D. So that's why we are making one more slash, so that this D is not a normal alphabetical. This D is basically used for a specific purpose, like it's used for getting all the integer data from the string. So that we have checked in the last class. Okay, so this is one thing we checked. Another is similar to reverse of D, there is capital D. In place of a small d we can use capital D, so that we can get all the alphabetical characters, in spite of like it's a small letter or capital letter. Because see here, if you write A to Z, then again we have to write capital A to capital Z to get all these small and capital both. But if we go for only capital D, it will return either of it's a small or it's capital letter. It will return entire data, all the character wise. Okay, so all alpha character it will return. So this much I think we have seen in the last class. Okay, so next let's go for dot. So dot is one more class available in the regex, which will check only one character. Dot replace with one character. Like see here, you can see the example. We have E dot 6. So in place of dot, any of the data it will be there, it will match. It will return or it will be satisfied. So it's like one character can be matched. So either see here E is there, here 6 is there, but in between dot you can write anything. If it is written any of the data like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or any alpha A to Z, so that will be match and that will return the data. Or else if you are writing test, it will satisfy the data. Okay, so that is the use of dot. Okay, fine. Next we'll go for this tilt symbol. Sorry. Ha, dot basically. So dot is basically to check with one character, only one single character. Okay, it's, except digit, only one single character combined with two whatever we have defined. So see here, see we have defined one regex E dot 6. So it will match ES6 also. It will match EB6. It will match EA6, EB6, EC6. Anything it will match. Dot means any of the things it's there, it will match. Okay, so that is one thing. Another is we have to check. I think I'm going fast today. I'll become slow. Okay. So another we have two things like anchor tag is there. So one is a tilt and one is dollar. So tilt basically works for it should like starts with means some regex you will define which checks in the string if the string starting with that respective things or not, or if that word starting with that respective regex or not. Like see here I'm just doing one regex I'm defining with tilt j. So basically I'm checking in this string if this string starts with capital J or not. If it starts with capital J, that satisfy the condition. If it not starts with J, it will return false. So similar way dollar. Dollar is basically it's a ends with. So we are checking T and dollar. So that defines like, okay, it ends with T or not, this data. If not, then it will return false. So it's like start with, it's like ends with. And this is very important, like this tilt. Okay, so it will check starts with this data. Okay, check from the start basically. So tilt anchor tag is used for checking the regex on the start of the string. Okay, matching it. Yes, it's a case sensitive. If you write here I, then it won't be case sensitive. Okay, so let's go and check with this. So let's go here and we'll define. So I think I'll just do a bigger one. Okay, I think now it is visible. Okay, so let's start with regex and I'll just write tilt. Let's suppose I'm just writing K and my string is king, right? And I'll just check with console.log. I'll just do str dot test of regex and we'll check what it's returning. Okay, it's a test, so it is reverse basically. Regex dot str, it's a reverse. Match will have that string with this one. Okay, so it's returning true, you can see. But if I go for small k, okay, if I go for a small k, it returns false. It's a case sensitive. But if I write here I, then it might check, I think, yeah. So it might returning true because it will ignore the cases. Okay, so this is one thing. Another thing is if I'll write dollar and I'm just telling okay ends with k, so in this situation it will return false because it is not ending with k. But if I'll write with g, then it's ending with the g, so it's a returning true. Okay, so this is basically starts with ends with, so this you have to keep in mind. Okay, so next we'll go for another topic of regular expression. So these all are used when I go for the last slide where I have done some email and some other validation I have kept there. Okay, so these all will be used. So just you have to keep in mind which regular expression tag is having what implementation. Okay, so that later we can use it. Okay, so next we have a quantity. Okay, so how many, it's like a count. So you can see the curly bracket inside n. So n is basically the count of character it has to match with. Okay, count of character it has to match with. So see, I can see here, see, you can see we have one example here, slash d. So basically already we have discussed slash d is only the integer value. Okay, only the digit. So slash d digit should be 4. So only collect the 4. Match with only 4. Means only 4 digit it will take. So see here you can see here ICMA script space 2020 I have written. And if I'm doing match, because match will return. If you'll do test, it will just satisfy. Check with this whether it's 4 having or not. Okay. So I'm just doing match. So match with this. So that means like returning digit till 4. Okay, returning digit till 4. Okay, so see here 2020 it's returned. Now you can go for returning digit either of starting from some range. Like see, this will check exactly 4. But if you want range, like okay, return second wala 2 also, return 3 also, return 4 also, like that kind of things. Okay, so minimum, like what should be the minimum digit should be there. Okay, so see here, it's written like 2 comma 4 means minimum 2 digits should be there. Okay, and it will just return maximum till 4 digit. So even though see here we have 20239, but still it's returning only 2023 because I'm telling minimum 2 it should be there. Okay, and maximum we have to go for 4. Okay, so I can just collect 4 from here. Okay, so let's test this out. So I'll just write here uh, what is that, slash d, we'll just write 2. Let's suppose I'm just writing the 2 and I am just doing 4 5 6 7. So let's see. Okay, so true because it's a 2, that is fine, but we have to use match to get the data out of that. So I'll just write the str and regex. So let's check it out. Clear. Now see, 45 we have got, right? Because we have to get the 2 out of that. So let's do one thing. Let's delete it and check what it's happening. Only 1 is there, right? So let's delete it and check. See, it's returning null because minimum 2 is required, but we have only 1 digit here. Okay, that is the reason it's returning null. So same way, we have one range called 2 comma 3. Let's suppose 2 comma 3. So it's like minimum should be 2. So here also it will get fail because 2 is not there, right? So minimum 2 should be there. So if I write one more digit, no, it will return because minimum 2 should be there and maximum 3 it will return. So I'll just write 4 5 also, it will return only 3. So 449 it will return. Okay, so this is basically the range, like matching with the range from this to this. Okay, minimum to maximum level. Okay, that is this two tags are there important in regular expression. Next we'll go for next one. So plus plus is basically matches for either minimum 1 should be there and maximum any it can be. Okay, there is no restriction, there is no range, but it's like a minimum 1 should be there. It should not be like 0. Okay, so minimum 1 should be there. So see here it's written starts with slash d plus. So when I'm using plus means minimum 1 should be there. Okay, by default minimum 1 should be there. So from this string, if you can see, we are having so many things here, like hyphen is there, plus is there, brackets are there, but it will just get 1 1. Okay, 1 2 more. So basically it's returning 1, again it's returning 408, again it's returning double triple five, because I'm doing global. If I want to use this global, no, that it will just return 1 because first matching it will return. But I'm doing global, that's why it's searching this again, next, again, next, again, next. So all it's returning. There is no range here, right? There is no range. That's why second parameter is empty because only 1 should be there, but it should start with that. Okay. So this is one thing we have to check it out. Okay. Plus means 1 to many, not 1. 1 to many. So let's suppose I'm doing digit slash d, and if the data is there 5 6 7 or 7 8 or 8 9 10, all data will return. Okay, so this will be useful once I'll go for validation purpose. So I have used these all things in validation, but now you will not be able to capture like how we can use this. But once I'll show you the steps for email validation, no, then you will understand all this concept. Okay, anyone has any doubt? I heard some noise. Okay, it's yeah. Yes. Because see what happens, like I'm using here first of all G. It's a global. So global means it searches the global search. So global means go for everywhere. And then I'm telling okay D. So it will go for D. So where digits are there? If entire this one complete is entire, it will return at once. But there is separation, like there is some symbols here. That's why it's checking. Okay, D plus, so 1. So 1 is returning. Again going D plus. So 408 entire it's returning. Again D. So 555 it's returning. Again next counter it's checking. So 0105 it's returning. Okay, like that because match. Mhm. Uh-huh. No, no, it will return previous slide. Okay, tell me. Hmm. Because there is a range. Range. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we can test it here. Wait. So I'll just do D. Okay, I'll just write king. Slash Z means basically it will return all. See. Now it will return. Sorry. Uh, okay, so now it returns all with this one. Means all like this format. Numbers, all the numbers it will return. See, but because it's a not grouping, it's not grouping. But if I'll give plus, no, it's like combination of one to more. So this will be treated as one. This will be treated as one. Okay, if I write here 8, 9 something, this will be treated as one. Got it? So see, understood? So these are all the things are there. Okay. So next we'll go for question mark. So whenever we write question mark, that defines 0 to 1. See, plus is having 1 to many. Many means how many it is there, it's fine. But whenever write anything after any regex, if you write question marks, no, it's like if that is there, that also fine. If that is not there, that also fine. But only one, not more, right? Not more means either 0 or either 1. Okay, so see here, first see starts with, so I'm writing slash color, but u as a question mark I'm giving. U means if u should be there, the string contains u, color, color, that also matches. If sentence does not contain u, only color, that also matches. So that's why it's returning both the string, but only with one. It won't match with entire four. Okay, only for one, should not be multiple. So that is question mark used for. Okay, fine. Amar, are you able to understand? Are you able to get something out of this? Okay, okay. So yeah, so question marks. So these all things you have to keep in mind, because once I'll go for the further slide and once I'll do the email validation, I'll explain, and one more validation I have written. So if both validation, if I'll try to explain, no, that time you have to recall all the things. So you'll be understanding more clear about all these things. Okay. So now next. So next is a set. Set and ranges are there. Okay. So set means like set of some definite character or something, right? So here see. So it's written like either it should be C or it should be B or it should be R. Okay. C, B, R. Any one should be there. After that, ATS should be there. So it's like cat, rat, and bat. All three will return. See, cat, rat, and bat. So matching to, let's suppose here we are writing A, E, I, O, U. So A, E, I, O, U, either A should be there or E should be there or I should be there. Anything will be there. No, after that any combination will write that will return. So same way here we are checking either CAT cats should match, either BAT bat should match, either RAT rat should match. Any of this. Okay, sets. So set of character will define, and any out of that plus whatever we are writing, that should attach and that should return entirely. So that's why here you can see C. So C is here, but after that ATS is there because see, we have defined here ATS. So here ATS is there. Another place C, but AME is there. So it won't return, right? This data won't return. So same way B. So B is on this place. So B is returning ATS is there. So ATS is there. It's returning ATS. So it's returning bats. Same way R, RATS, rats. But R other place is not there, other place is not there. It's fine. So it's returning rat. So like this. So these all combinations of sets of data will be there defined. And based on that it will match. And only single. It won't match CBR ATS. It will match only one from there. Okay. So this is fine. Okay. Next we'll go for range. Hmm. Only one word also it will return that word. A-E-I-O-U. Okay, string is Sri Vidya. Sorry. It's a Sri Vidya. Okay, Sri Vidya. And you want to check A-E-I-O-U. So I'll just do A-E-I-O-U. Okay, so it will return. That to global we are doing. So it will return all. E-I-A. E-E-I-A. Because see, if I'm combining with this, let's suppose I'm telling A. So where is A? So last it is E. So I'm telling, okay, E should be after E. So it will return only EE. Right? It will return EE. This will return and AE is not there. EE is there. IE is not there. OE is not there. UE is not there. So it will return only EE. That space won't define anything. Line number one. Okay. If you return, no, if you will do, then no problem. That is not matters. It will return. Okay. Because I have written global there. That is the reason. Okay. So this is fine. Now next we'll go for range. So range is nothing but it will check from this to this. Like see, A to Z. So it's like alphabetical from A to Z. Same way, it's a small. So it will check for a small letter. If I write A to Z capital, so it will match for A to Z capital. So here in this one, you can check here. It's telling like not with A to Z. Basically, this tilt is there, no tilt. Tilt is basically you checked with when you studied tilt, if it is without any square bracket or outside of the square bracket, that defines like starts with. But if it is inside a square bracket, that becomes negation, like don't starts with. Understood? Don't start with. So see here, if you see in this example, it's saying the string should not start with a small letter. Okay, should not start with small letter, but capital letter A to Z should be there. It's fine. It's not a problem. Okay, that one return. So see, it's returning that one. See, it's telling to negate a range, use excluding like inside tilt. Okay, so here we can write A to Z, right? So A to Z global, it will return all because A to Z global I am doing, right? A to Z, so all it is returning. But if I tell here tilt inside. So tilt inside means it will return null because nothing should be there. But I'll write here capital G. So let's see capital G. No, but I have not defined here, but still it's coming because that is not matching. Means it should not be a small letter. Means ignore all the small letter. Basically, I'm telling means negating. Okay, this is like negation. If I write here starting, then it will return. Now see, now it is returning. Okay, but the thing is only I'm seeing here, only one is returning. Before a tilt means before a means it will take only one character from there. But if I but before range before a square bracket. But if I am keeping inside square bracket, no, then it will become negation. It will become negation. See, so it's returning only G capital. It's not returning any of the things. Okay. Only one, only. Yeah, if it is only one, index is returning when it is only single one. It will ignore when it will return multiple one. Useful be useful, yes. Okay. So next range is fine. Next we are going to check email validation. Okay. Before email validation, let's go for phone validation because this is small one. Okay. So basically the validation of the phone is +91 and then 10 digit. Okay. +91 10 digits. So here this will match. So write such a regular expression. Here should be either a space or not, or either 91 should not be there, or only 10 digits should be there. That type of phone validation we are going to do, right? So let's divide into this one. So it's like a country code with or without, that is one, and then space or without a space or hyphen, any way people can write that phone number, right? So that is one, and then 10 digit. So these three things should be there in what is that phone validation. So with is without, then with or without minus or dot or a space, or and then 10 digit. So see, for only with or without country code means it should be there or it should not be there. For that what we have written, we are writing like uh, +91, okay, +91 with starting with means it should start with either +91, and that too combiningly I have given question mark means it's telling check with only +91. Question mark means what? Question mark means either 91 should be there or else it should not be there. Not a problem. Means it's a 0 to 1. Right? It's a 0 to 1 because question mark. Question mark is 0 to 1. So if I write here 87 means only this 10 digit also we write. No, it will return true. It will return true. Here it should not be match, it should be test basically. So it should return true. So this is basically phone validation. So anyone writing only 10 digit number, that is also valid phone number. Anyone writing +91 10 digit number, that is also valid one. Anyone is writing +91 hyphen 10 digit, that is also valid number, or a space, that is also valid number, or dot, that is also valid number. So any kind of valid things can be written as a phone validation. So see here, so +91. So question mark means if your country code is +244, so you can write here +244. So either they are passing the country code or they are not passing the country code. That should satisfy. Okay, and that too is starting from, because I have written tilt, starting from. It should starts with. Okay, next question mark I have done. So this regular expression you have understood, no? What is this regular expression all about? Understood? Okay, next. Next I'm telling with or without space. With or without hyphen, dot or space. Means after 91, someone will write minus, someone will write a space, someone will write dot. So all these things, any one of the things. So here also I have written question mark. Okay, and it should not starts with, right? So I have not written tilt here. So any of these things, if it is there also fine, if it is not there also fine. So that's why I've written question mark. But in place of question mark, if I write here plus, no, that means we have to write any of the three of this. We have to write, we must write either hyphen, either dot, or either space. If I'll write here plus. But if I'm writing question mark means 0 to 1. So either it should be there or it should not be there. So this is one, this one. And next is 10 numeric character means already you know. We will check 10, D/D and 10, and ends with dollar. So ends with 10 digit, basically ends with 10 digit. Other than that, nothing. It should not ends with any other digit, right? So ends with 10 digit and it should stop there. So this all together validate the phone number. So let's test it out with multiple scenario here. Dollar means there after 10, 11 it should not be. It should stop. It should end with till 10 digit only, right? So let's write here 91. Okay, 91, and then what we have written, we have mentioned like this, means only to this S we have to do, right? Question mark. So either it should be there or it should not be there. Again, we are writing after 91, we are checking, okay, either hyphen should be there, or dot should be there, or space should be there. If it is not there, also fine. If it is there, also fine. Okay, that is also okay. Now next we are writing slash D, okay, with 10 digit. So 10 digit and dollar. Okay, so let's check with that. Okay, so let's check that. So we are writing here, let's suppose first I'm writing 4 digit. Simply I'm writing 4 digit. Okay, test regex str. So it's not matching, false, right? Now I'll just write plus 91, and after that 10 digit, 1 2 3 4 5, then 6 7 8 9 10. So it should match. So it's matching. Now I'm just writing after plus 91, I'm just removing the 91, plus 91. So let's check. So it's a true. Now I'll write here plus 91 but with space. So like that also people can pass. So that is also matching. If I'll write here instead of plus, I'll write hyphen. So that also is matching. But if I'll write other than hyphen, if I'll write, let's suppose at the rate or hash, that will not match. That will not match. Because I'm specifying here only hyphen, dot, and space. Only three things would be there. Okay? Yeah. If I'm writing one more digit, 0. So it's become to 11, sorry. So that is false. Here. Here we have mentioned, no? Uh-huh. Hmm. Huh. Huh, it will accept because what is question mark? Huh, question mark is not skipping it. Either space should be there or not there. Huh, or else also fine. Like how I am removing plus 91. Plus 91. Either it should be there or not there. Both will return true. But it should be 10 digit. Check, it should be 10 digit. Then only it will return true. Huh. That is only the work of question mark. No, that's how you will understand what is the use of all these things. Got it? Understood this phone validation? Okay. Amar, what about you? Okay. So let's go for now email validation. So email validation is somewhat tricky one. You have to understand very properly. Okay. So see, email validation, I have defined these all way, right? How the email should look. So starting with, okay, one or more alphanumeric, because email should have Sandeep 1234, like that also should be there. No, you can create anyway email before at the rate I'm talking about. Before at the rate means before at the rate you can write any of the symbol, but only included with this three: dot, underscore, plus, percentage, and hyphen. Only these all characters are included. Okay, other than this, like if you write a star, or if you write what is that, some other symbol like at the rate, or something, like if you write those all, it should not accept. Or hash you are writing, so that should not accept. Only alphanumeric character including these all. So that is the correct proper email formatting before at the rate. Then after that, at the rate symbol. Okay. Then after that, see, minimum it should be domain name, minimum should be the 2. Okay, or maximum it should be the sorry, means minimum should be something, and then maximum it should be any number of alpha. Okay, any number of alphanumeric. So see, I'm writing one or more alphanumeric including dot or hyphen. Okay, so see, at the rate, after that gmail is there, or gm is there, or g is there. So anything is required, right? Domain name, any name should be there. So that should match, including dot and hyphen. Okay, next should be compulsory dot should be there, right? To write the this one, what is that, email formatting. So compulsory dot should be there. After that, two or more, because why two or more means email validation will have either .co, .in, .org, but you will see two is minimum. You will see two is minimum. Once one never you saw anywhere. Like .o will not be there. It will not be like Facebook.c. It will be Facebook.co, .in, like that it will be. Understood? So that is email formatting basically. So that only we are converting into regular expression. So alphanumeric including this I am written A to Z, capital A to Z, or till A to Z or 0 to 9. Anything should be there, and it should be these all character. It's a set. You have studied about set, right? Set you have studied. So I've combined here set and range. Range is A to Z, 0 to 9, and set is these all. So either of this should be there, and then I have written plus. Plus means minimum one is required from this entire. You can't skip. You can't write only @gmail.com. That is not a valid email. You have to write before @ you have to write any of the character in either of this one. That's why I've written here lastly plus, because plus denotes minimum one should be there. Okay, minimum one should be there. It might accept, yeah, it should accept, because I have defined here percent. If you don't want to define, then just remove percent. See, email validation is not having only one format. Correct. It's not having only one format, but generic email validation we can do, because email validation is very complex things. It multiple domain, because this email is provided by domain, like Yahoo is there, Gmail is there, Microsoft is there, Outlook. So every people have their own set of rule to define email. But generic email we are going to do validation. That's why I mentioned there percentage. Mhm. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. That also you can write. That is not a problem. Means you want people to start with alphabetical. So you can write alphabetical. You can separate it. That's what I'm telling. Email should be in your format. So this is just like understanding purpose. Like generic will be like this. So you can define. Let's suppose you want people to force them. No, start with A to Z. Then you can just write here tilt and A to Z. So they have to forcefully write capital A or a small a. So that force you can do. Okay, it's that's why. But see, main motto of this regular session teaching means, by seeing this you should understand, okay, which symbol is what symbol is where. Okay, so now you are able to understand why it is required, why it is written like this, what is the use of this. Because generally what regular session will do, we'll search in net and we'll just paste it. But after searching and pasting also, we won't understand like what is there, what it's doing. But with this all, you will be able to understand what it's doing exactly. And you can remodify also if you want only that how, as you told, like I have to force. So just write tilt and A to Z 0 to 9 means it should start with alphabetical, and then it should continue with digit. It should not start with digit. Then you can just write tilt with only A to Z. So to start with alpha character only, to not start with digit. Okay, so that changes you can do. That is not a problem. Okay, but with this you understood how to validate. So this is, I've just converted this language to regular expression. So this language to regular expression is this: at the symbol, at the directly you have to write one or more alphanumeric including dot and hyphen. So I've just written A to Z to the 09 and dot and hyphen. Okay, with plus means one or more. Then I have written slash dot, because dot is like this one, that's why I've written slash. So specific things I'm writing. Okay, next, two or more alpha character means only it should be alpha character, it should not be the digit. So that's why I've written A to Z, F to Z, either .co, .in, or .com, .net, .org. So all those things means minimum should be two. So that's why I've written two, comma, and after that no range. You can write starting with two and ending with any of the things, and that should end. Other than that, nothing should be there, right? So that's why this is the email formatting we have done. Okay, understood the email formatting and phone formatting. Now same way we can write for other formatting also as you wish, but you have to keep all these things in mind. Okay, so these all regular expression you have to keep in mind. Okay, thank you for today class.